With a common denominator.
And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Let's talk about something important. Put that coffee down.
I'm not here to waste your time.
Where else you gonna have this much fun?
You the man. You the man.
Todd Father.
Show me the money.
What I've been doing, had to triple my bag. Had to triple my bag. Wow. Had to triple my bag. Wow. Had to triple my bag. Yeah. Had to triple my bag.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Well, it's no trick to make a lot of money. All you want is to make a lot of money.
Hey, good afternoon. I guess we could say good afternoon. Hold on a second. Let me get my light on here a little bit better. We got stocks causing some issues here today. Dow Jones down 883 because of Chinese property at Evergrande. So I personally didn't think it would cause this much trouble, but we shall see. Bitcoin down 8%, Ethereum down 9%, Litecoin 9%. So I had mentioned on my free weekend review at wyckoffsmi.com, stocks was a little friendly last week and didn't get anything going. So I was expecting still lower this week. Didn't give us a chance to do much since we opened down 500. But I personally don't think this is the start of a crash or anything. I do not have a buy signal yet. So we'll be watching for that. We're going to go over my general stock market indicators here in a second. In front of us, let's look at this bigger chart. This is our Wyckoff Wave Crypto Index. The green arrows are when the technometer gets to 40 or below. And we're setting here right now 40.74 on the current read. So a little bit lower today, tomorrow. We'll probably even stay in this area. We're going to get that oversold reading. If we look at that indicator for the last year, which includes up and down, you can see following that indicator blindly has worked. So I do think we got to respect that here in the next day or two, that we're trying to make a low. We'll look at the LA Wave roadmaps. We had a ABC roadmap on the table. That's what we've had now here. I didn't get a good sell on the rally up to was a 48.8 yesterday. Into the weekend, we had that 48.8 quick surge off of that ABC correction I showed Friday. So I'm still holding longs. I did mention 46,300, 46,350 was a level if it gave away would turn us down short term. So we did use that as a stop on some of our Bitcoin. We'll be looking to buy that back somewhere down here shortly. We've got Bitcoin USD consolidated, volume from 140 exchanges. You can see lower right technometer at the bottom, 38.56. 38 is considered oversold, so we're definitely down now, finally at oversold levels. If you look at the Wyckoff labeling, still easily call this a backup with a little bit lower volume than the last crack down to here. So that still looks okay. Back up to previous resistance there at the 42,000. Even as the Dow's given up a couple more hundred here, Bitcoin is holding the lows, so I think that's hopefully a little bit encouraging. Not that we can't spike it again, but get some shorts in there, knock out some more longs. But I think overall it's encouraging. Bitcoin USDT, technometers of 40.78, so not as oversold there. So we could give that another, like I said, give it another day or so. But those indicators are going to get more oversold even if we set here. So here's Ethereum USD, 39.37. Same type of chart, backing up to previous resistance for a backup. Those charts still really look okay here. So not panicking here yet. If we look at, let's go to our roadmaps now. Most people here, I'm sure, today is interested in this crypto. So this is one of the roadmaps that I'd been showing, ABC down to 40,000. Again, we could reach that low, especially if stocks have a lot more down in them later today, still going into the next 50 minutes or tomorrow. But easily that could be the 1-2. Or, hold on here real quick. Something had changed here. Let me. Can't find the chart that I was using. And there's also still, we could call this a wave 4 ending here. Some reason I've got a chart missing. So I'm not going to, really what it was 3, 4. Hold on here a second. Sorry for this. I had been calling it the wave 4 was already completed. Possibly it's still just doing a wave 4 here, which means we would still have a wave 5 up even from here. And also, as people know that's been in here, this was a chart I was showing for a continued triangle. If we start getting too much deep below 40, then I think this would still be the red 4 triangle I'd had as my preferred for quite a while. That's still a possibility. We would have a 1-2 here and then continue smashing. So we'll watch that. We'll see if our technometer on stocks gets bullish. We'll see how it acts here. Because one thing I wanted to show, if we look at, here's what happened on the stocks. Here's AMD on a 1 year. And coming into the backup before today, we'd had an oversold reading. When everything looks really good here, a week ago we had an oversold technometer. Backup, everything looks really good. I didn't jump on this, but I was watching it. But if we zoom in, what happened here, the green circles had an oversold technometer. Green circle for price. Everything was really good here, but what happened Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, this market turned sideways. There's many charts that look this way. Market was trading sideways while the technometer went from oversold to almost overbought. I mentioned that in the week in review. That showed us something really wasn't right because we had a little bit of buy volume come in and I couldn't take any prices higher. That's why we get the sell-off today. So this chart isn't ruined. This still could be a backup. Definitely. But it had its chance to go last week. Didn't do it. That's why we're having the selling in today. So I wanted to show that. Many charts look that way. The technometer went from oversold to overbought. We didn't get any type of rally. So that's the problem. While we're here, Amazon, I did give a show to sell on that. Wasn't a recommendation. We had new highs in the OP, price didn't with an overbought technometer with that lower red circle. Now we are on Amazon back to what was previous resistance, a little bit below that. We've got a drastically oversold technometer. So we're going to have that obviously with the selling today. That's why I want to wait a day or two before we give any buys on individual stocks. If we look at our Wyckoff wave, You can see here, breaking down, as I mentioned again in the week in review, we're not oversold, so this chart does not look well. If we look at SPY, broke the uptrend line. Seriously, technometer 38.41, so somewhere down here we're probably going to slow the decline, try to bounce. QQQ, same type of thing, technometer 41.13, not telling us to buy. The Wyckoff Wave Growth Index, which actually is still on a sell at the highs, 41.36. So again, this has kept me pretty well out of trouble. You can see here, sells have been good. The buy was perfect. If we get an oversold reading here, then I'll be once again tempted to buy some individual stocks and also probably say that the Bitcoin low is in. So that's kind of what I'm waiting on. A couple more things here. TLT. I've been saying this market was going to roll over. We're obviously getting bid today with the problems overseas and with the market down 900. I still think this market is going to upthrust here and turn lower. Precious metals, trying to call a short-term bottom. I'm not a precious metals bull at all. Thought maybe they would bounce here. Dollar, I still think is trying to make a top. We're not overbought. I'm waiting for that. But I'm looking for the dollar to turn lower and help crypto here in the near future. Let's close these windows out. Let me look here, see if anybody had any real questions. I hear you, Donnie. That definitely could happen. What up, Chemo? I don't really think we're headed to 38,000, but that definitely is on the table. 38 to 40. With this as oversold as we are that I've shown for Bitcoin and the WWCI and Ethereum, I don't think we're going to reach that low because I think we're more bullish than that. But even on here, 38.9 was what I kind of showed here. So definitely a possibility. I don't think it'll be straight line. We've already had enough of that today. OMG, I haven't traded since 2018. Up 8%. OMG USD. I thought there was some news on that, wasn't there? Hannah, I did show my stock indices. Again, a lot of those around 41, 42 in the technometer. Selling is not overdone. Doesn't look the best. We've got Dow down 963, NASDAQ down 507, S&P down 126. So we're staying on the lows here. $45 minutes to go, so I'm not going to get in front of that today on stocks. Again, SPY technometer 38.65, so nearing oversold. I won't agree with that, Turkish. I don't think we can do 27,000, but obviously trade at your own risk. In the Discord now, we're only about 33% long Bitcoin, but again, like I said, holding up pretty well here at the moment with the Dow knocking on down 1,000. Let me look at COTI real quick. USDT down 16%. Let's go back to the 4-hour, which is I normally look at. Again, personally, I think that chart doesn't look too bad. considering what's going on. So I would say long that. I might have to go here in a minute, so let me run a quick disclaimer. This is not individual investment advice. Do your own research. Hold on a second.
There is a high degree of risk involved in trading cryptocurrencies. Our thoughts and ideas are for entertainment purposes only. Please consult your personal advisor or do your own research. Past results are not indicative of future returns. Thank you.
EOS USD. Now that there, obviously, as some of these coins are going to look, if that was the low, that could be 5 waves up in the green. And again, the ABC down. And that would be a big 1-2 off of what was a big wave 4 bottom here. So again, that would be, want to be a buyer down here, which again, same thing I'm mentioning. ADA USD was much more bullish up there at the top, but again, another ABC back down. So I think we've done the minimum on these things. They can reach lower, which I guess I'm expecting them to reach a little bit lower because of the stock drag. If I go back and look at, let's say, GLD in our software, go to a 1-year chart, technometer 42. I have been bearish metals, neutral recently, but again, I'm not chasing metals here. I don't think that's a good trade. Can't get excited, chemo. Bitcoin kind of on the low here, 43,000 for the afternoon after making a 42.5 or so. We're going to get a bad close in the Dow, looks like still. 900 down, bouncing a little bit. So that is all I got. I'm probably going to make this quick. I might be doing a few trades for clients at the end here, so I want to be ready for that. Bitcoin 42,940. Let's go back to the 5-minute there. Again, that's all I've got, guys. So I'm going to go, probably be back here tomorrow since we're getting volatility. Patreon.com/learncrypto if you want Nick and I's trades real time. WyckoffSMI.com if you want us to manage stocks, crypto, whatever. Otherwise, join us here. Try to give as much free advice as I can that's hopefully helping some people in these extremely volatile markets. If we're doing a 1-2 here on Bitcoin and some of these, I mean, I would think, you know, large cap, medium cap, small cap are still good. So I'm still friendly longer term. I think there's too much money coming to this area. The next rally here above that 53,000 level, I think will be a rush for everybody to get in. That's my thoughts. So I'm still friendly. All right, I'm going to run a couple commercials and probably be back here tomorrow, same time. Give me a like and a share. I'd appreciate it. Thank you.
Warren Buffett, American investor, business tycoon, and one of the wealthiest people in the world, once said, "If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die." But how is that possible? Well, knowledge is power. In 2020, it is no longer news that cryptocurrencies are the currency of the digital future. Bitcoin stability amidst unprecedented global economic impacts from COVID-19 has proven once again that crypto is here to stay. Learning how to trade, when to trade, and where to trade crypto assets can make the difference between success and failure. At LearnCrypto.io, we offer a pathway to sustainable and lifelong wealth by helping open-minded beginners and experienced traders navigate the thin ice of the cryptocurrency markets. Live shows, interviews, coin reviews, fundamental analysis, predictive trading bots, and open chat access to a community of real traders. These are just a few of the benefits you'll receive with a membership on patreon.com/learncrypto. Sign up today if you strive to build yourself a brighter tomorrow.
Good afternoon. My name is Richard D. Wyckoff. Anyone who is interested in the stock, option, or commodity markets is most likely to find my life and teachings to be of great interest and value. I was born November 2nd, 1873. At the age of 15, I had my first job as a stock runner on Wall Street, and by age 25, I had opened my first brokerage firm. I was one of the pioneers in the study of the tape and included volume studies in all my market operations. This volume and its intraday studies is what set me apart from the rest of the market gurus. There was a point that my buy and sell following was so big that it became a powerful part of the daily market. It was at this time that I became known as one of the titans of technical analysis. But all along, my lifelong endeavor was to pass on my accumulated wisdom to others. With that in mind, in 1907 I created the Magazine of Wall Street. At its height, the Magazine of Wall Street had over 200,000 subscribers. That's over 200,000 investors who wanted my thoughts on the current market conditions and trends. Finally, in 1931, I decided to take all my knowledge that I had learned about the stock market and created the Richard D. Wyckoff course of stock market science and technique. I was able to create something that established a new standard of practice in the public stock market operations. I did not claim any monopoly of stock market knowledge, but up to that time, no one else seemed willing to be so frank in offering to the public the most intimate knowledge of the inner workings of the stock market. The good news is that even though I created the Wyckoff Stock Market course back in 1931, the course has been maintained and updated throughout the years and is available to you today. Over 90 years later, my course is still available for investors and traders that want to learn the secrets to the stock market and can be found right now at wyckoffsmi.com.
Do you personally invest or trade stocks? Then you'll want to gain access to our private Discord channel. By subscribing to our pro traders at wyckoffsmi.com, you'll receive individual stock suggestions based upon the Wyckoff method, review possible trade setups, as well as receive emails when any trade suggestions are given. But if you're too busy to manage your own stock portfolio, consider our private client group at our registered investment advisor, Black Bay Capital Advisors. You'll get the personal touch while we manage your stock portfolio for you through the trusted custodian Charles Schwab. For an annual fee, you'll have more time to enjoy life while we focus on growing your portfolio. We'll be on the same side of the table, working to help you secure your long-term financial goals.
We'll see you all again. Sleep tight.